That'd be messed up.
I will. Of course I will. It would be.
I don't trust you. That was crazy. Of course I will.
Oh my god, no. There's no way I could keep that.
Okay.
That'd be so embarrassing.
For who? For me, obviously. All right.
Hello, everybody. I am Rachel, and I am here with my sister-in-law, Alana.
Hello.
What are we talking about today?
Disney.
Yeah, we're going to discuss all things theme park today, especially because Epic has been kind of revealed to everybody. Have you seen anything on it?
Yes.
Okay, well, I was just making sure.
We've had a little bit of a chaotic morning.
We have. Yeah.
Yes.
So we're going to talk a little bit about Epic because it's just kind of been unveiled to everybody. There was the team member previews, and then all of the influencers got to go in for a day. And Daniel and I added a day to go to Epic to our Disney vacation in November. So I'm very excited. So we'll discuss that a little bit. But we'll start with all things Disney. Just kind of update on my vacation. We added on a couple of days, and we are going to be staying at Pop Century. We've never stayed at Pop Century, but it is a value resort, which is great. Like, I've heard people really love Pop Century. Have you seen
what? Pop Century?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen the videos that are like, oh, in the ghetto. Those ones.
Okay. Well, we wanted to add on a couple of extra days, and to start our trip, we're staying at the Yacht Club.
I'm not hating.
So there's absolutely no way we could stay at another deluxe for a couple of days. It's
Fair.
just so outrageously expensive.
Disney is outrageously expensive,
That
period.
is true. Currently, Pop Century is under construction, though, until February of next year.
Oh.
So it is from late March 2025 through mid-February 2026. Guest rooms at Pop Century will undergo refurbishment.
I take it you will not be dipping in the pool then at Pop Century.
I wasn't planning to dip into the pool at Pop Century regardless. Because we will be dipping into the pool at the Yacht Club.
Okay.
Yeah. But also the Skyliner will be under construction for a couple of days next January, apparently, for refurbishment.
I don't know if you vibed, but the new Skyliner ears are so
They're
cute.
really cute.
Yeah. When I sent them to Rachel, she said, interesting. They're super cute.
They are super cute. I did not say they were cute.
Yeah. They're cool.
I just don't know that I would get them.
Yeah.
And you wouldn't get them because you're not an ear person.
I am now.
You have one pair of ears.
Yes, from my last trip I was on.
Yeah.
Yeah. But okay. Yes.
Yeah. But anyway, so we're staying at the Pop Century. That's about all we added on, just so that we could go to Magic Kingdom and Hollywood Studios, essentially, and not have it combined in so many days.
Yeah, you guys have a good lineup.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, so what we're doing is, like, we're flying out Monday, staying at the Hyatt, and then on Tuesday we're going to the Yacht Club. And so originally we were going to use that day to go around the boardwalk, to maybe go to the water park, to maybe go to Disney Springs.
Did someone cut your chill day?
I began thinking that maybe we should go to a park. And I presented that to Daniel. And my husband said, yeah, of course.
He's like, why wouldn't we be?
Because I just thought, like, it could be fun to get to our hotel, go right to Hollywood Studios, do a couple rides, and then we could come back, do the boardwalk, walk around, and then at night we could go to Epcot.
That's true.
Do you want to know what my husband's decided we're going to do on this trip?
What?
We are going to test out all of the like steak places. So we're going to do the Canada steak
You're
place.
going to go to STK?
No, not in like Disney Springs.
Oh.
So,
in Epcot.
the Yacht Club has a steakhouse.
Okay,
The Contemporary has a steakhouse. And the Canada Pavilion has a steakhouse.
You're going to go and get a steak at every one of these places?
That is what my husband wants to do. So I guess we are.
That'll be fun.
Yeah, it should be interesting to say the least.
Are you going to vlog it?
No.
Have you seen someone else do this?
No. No, my husband just wants to do this. Like, it's just something he wants to do.
That will be cool.
Yeah. What?
I'm just trying to picture you eating 3 steaks in an hour.
No, like not in the same day.
Oh my god, I thought you meant you guys were really gonna take the monorail.
Oh my god, no.
You guys are gonna be like, check, and then on to the next place, and then check.
I would
That's why I was so confused. I was like, talk about a heart attack. Like 3 steaks in one night. You guys are ordering 6 steaks in an hour.
No. That is not the plan.
That's why I was so confused. I was like, all right, go off. Because when I wanted to do 9 beers, 9 hot dogs, 9 innings, that was crazy. 6 steaks.
I don't think you said that, and I think your husband wanted to attempt that, and he was shut down by everybody.
No, remember I said we should do it when we went to the Red Hawks game?
Yeah, and your husband wanted to do it.
Yes, but then you said no. So then I was like, you're right. That's crazy. Who would want to eat 9 hot dogs? Not this girl.
No. Although Austin at that game came back and goes, Dad got me Dippin' Dots.
Austin, what didn't she eat at the game?
Well, she was sitting there on YouTube. My
The
favorite
whole
thing
game.
about that Red Hawks game is when Austin went and stood by the statue and said, "Go football!" And we were at a baseball game.
I forgot she did that. She's just a girl. God forbid a girl enjoy the outdoors.
Go football.
That's so funny.
And, like, I'm sure anybody passing us was like,
look, it was something to do.
it was something to do.
It was fun.
It was a lot of fun. We'll have to go to one this summer.
Yeah.
Again. Okay.
Back on track.
Back to Disney. So you also said that Austin decided she didn't want to do Bippity Boppity on the ship?
Well, I had asked her if she would want to do Bippity Boppity like in the morning or if she was wanting to do it like before a dinner. And you know she gets FOMO really bad.
Yeah.
So I think that she thought it would be cutting into like her playtime. Like
sure.
Like it'd be cutting into her like swimming time. Because you know, once this girl's in the water,
likes to swim.
you can't even get her out without
no,
her kicking and
and
screaming.
that is to be like fair. If she were to get dressed up as a princess, like what's she gonna do? Go switch into her swimsuit and go in the water?
Well, that's what your guys' cousins do.
Like you do all of that just for them to like ruin it all?
Well, so that's what I asked Ashley. I said, do you hello girl. I said, do you have them do it like before? And she said yes. And I said, does it break your heart a little? And she said yes, but I think that they had her do it before dinner this last time.
Got it.
But then it's only for a couple hours too, so it's kind of like a lose, but it's still like fun to see them do it.
Fun thing to do.
Yeah.
And then you get the dress and
yeah. But she said in past times, I believe that they had done it and then they got their suits on and stuff like that.
Yeah. So it's kind of just like a fun thing to do, and then it's like, all right, on to the next.
It's more for
thing.
the parents anyways, I would say.
Fair. At least at Disney World, like you spend the whole day dressed up as a princess.
Ethan and I talked about that. And that's why we had talked about maybe hopping on the beginning with you guys and doing a Magic Kingdom so she could still get her little fix.
Yeah.
Of doing Bippity Boppity at Magic Kingdom. But we'll see.
We'll see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so let's do some like favorite things of
Okay.
Disney before we jump into Epic.
Like all parks or
No, no, no. We'll
specific
just
by
go.
park?
Okay, so what would you say is your favorite park?
Magic Kingdom.
I would say mine is Hollywood Studios.
Hollywood Studios is my second.
Hollywood Studios has some of my favorite rides because if you were to ask me what my favorite rides are, it is the Hollywood Tower of Terror
Yeah.
and Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway
Yeah.
and Star Wars Rise of the Resistance. And all three of those are at Hollywood Studios.
Star Wars Rise of the Resistance is one of my favorite rides. And so I feel like Hollywood Studios would be my favorite park if I didn't have Austin. Like it's so special for
Yeah.
me to watch Austin and Magic Kingdom.
Yeah, so I had been talking to someone who was planning to go to Disney, but they'll just have one day. And so I was like, well, Magic Kingdom is definitely like for younger kids. Like if you're just going with you and your husband because you're there like in Orlando on a work trip, but it is for younger kids. Like the rides are not thrill rides.
No.
But there's something so magical about Magic Kingdom. That is where the castle
Nostalgic.
is. That is where the fireworks are. That
old Disney rides.
if you haven't been to Magic Kingdom, I feel like that is the park you should go to.
Yeah.
But if you're not into shows, if you're not into like Disney per se, and like you're going to an amusement park,
Hollywood Studios.
Or
even Epcot.
Or Epcot, yes. But they are going to Epcot, so for their work thing. But
that'll be fun though.
Yeah. So like Hollywood Studios is a great one, but Hollywood Studios you also have to like shows because there's a lot of shows like the Beauty and the Beast show and the Little Mermaid show and the Indiana Jones and Frozen. Little Mermaid wasn't open yet.
No.
The Indiana Jones, Frozen. Yeah. It has a lot of shows.
The Frozen was cute.
And so if you're not into shows, it might not be the one park you want to go to. I think Magic Kingdom fills a whole day. You can just continuously continue to go on rides.
I would agree.
And see the parades and see the castle shows it's just so magical. Like that is a magical park.
This may be a hot take, but I feel like the food is better in Magic Kingdom, but the snacks are better in Hollywood Studios.
I feel like we didn't eat a ton in Hollywood Studios.
We did the sit down the sci-fi.
Oh, yes, we did.
We got the Jack Jack's cookie.
Yeah, the Jack Jack's cookie, I don't know if this is a hot take, was not good.
A lot of people do not like it.
Okay.
Yeah.
It wasn't good.
Yeah.
It looks so good. It needed salt or sugar.
They need a little Maldon sea salt on top.
Yeah.
Remember when we saw it at DCA and it was something we really wanted, but we were like stuffed to the brim at that point?
Because we had all gotten a bunch of slushies.
Yes. The review I saw about it was people were saying it was like not really worth the hype. But it's so like
it's so big and it looks so like warm and like, good.
Who doesn't like a chocolate chip cookie?
Who doesn't like a chocolate chip cookie?
Yeah. A deep dish one at that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I just thought it would have been better. Magic Kingdom, I feel, has like Sleepy Hollow that we like to go get the waffles from. Casey's Corner.
The stand, the egg roll stand.
The egg roll stand that Daniel likes. Yeah.
Gaston's
Tavern. They have the Dole Whip that we get, but the Dole Whip in Animal Kingdom.
The Scars one. Yeah.
Is so good. And also, I would say Animal Kingdom has really good food.
Animal Kingdom has very good food.
Yes.
Probably the best out of all the parks.
That is probably true.
Epcot's food is pretty good when they have festivals.
When they have the festivals open, it is good. Some items are a hit or a miss, but for the most part, it's good. I'd say Daniel and I have kind of decided for this trip, too, that we're not really, aside from potentially doing this steak journey, we're not going to really book food places. We find that we like the quick service and snacks.
Yeah.
And I'd rather just be able to eat snacks as we walk around than have a reservation time.
Yeah.
The only place we might do that is Hollywood Studios because of the Fantasmic dining package, because that was so nice to just walk in there and not have to wait in line or anything and get to sit in the middle. But I also don't mind if we have to wait for Fantasmic either.
What's really nice about reservations is I feel like when you have littles, it helps break up a day.
Yes.
Like it gets everyone off their feet, so it lets
Mhm.
everyone cool down, have a drink, some food in their stomach, and just like chat, you know?
Yeah, because so even with quick service, so in Hollywood Studios, we really like Woody's Lunchbox, like we can
Yeah.
get the grilled cheese and all that. But that area is so
It's
busy
hard to get a
that for
table.
us to have gotten a table that quickly
How
when we were
many?
there,
7. There's 7 at 6.
6 of us,
6 of us.
I was actually shocked.
Yeah.
The nice thing about that area is that they do not allow anybody to come in there and sit that is not getting food.
Yeah.
So that does help a little bit.
Except, okay, so there's some restaurants I've seen where you're not allowed to save tables or sit before you've ordered. So, like, sometimes,
Yep.
and they were letting people do that. Like, they were
Oh, they
letting
were.
people sit down while the rest of their party was in line ordering. And I feel like you should order and then sit down.
Yes, because you are taking up, like, it should be an ebb and flow out of there.
Yeah.
But when people are sitting that don't even have their food yet, you kind of lose that flow.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was kind of off track. I'm sorry.
No, that's all good. Okay, so favorite park, mine's Hollywood Studios, yours is Magic Kingdom.
Yep.
We kind of touched on favorite rides. Are there any other like rides that you want to include into that? I did my 3. I think the only other one I would add is Flight of Passage. I think that's a spectacular ride.
It is. Okay, so my favorite rides are Peter Pan,
Mm-hmm.
the Rise,
Rise of the Resistance.
Yep. And probably Nothing Can Stop Us Now.
Mickey and Minnie's Runaway
Runaway
Railway.
Okay, that's 3, but I'm trying to think, like in Magic Kingdom.
I really like Haunted Mansion. Magic
Yeah.
Kingdom, and we always start with Pirates, I feel, in
I
Magic
do
Kingdom.
like Pirates. Pirates is probably one of my top faves.
Yeah. I think the best part is you don't know if you're going to get soaked or if you're not going to get wet at all in Pirates with that cannon splash.
Very true.
Yeah.
Snow White. I like Snow White.
I
the
love
Dwarfs
Snow White.
Train. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which is probably why it was one of my favorite parts of the movie when they were in the mines, because it was like the ride.
It's such a cute ride.
It is a cute ride. And I love at the end when you can see into
Her
their
dancing
window
through the
dancing
window.
with them.
That's
It's
my
so
favorite
cute.
too. That's when your mom was like, I need something to eat. I'm going to throw up.
Yeah. Yeah, she ruined the end of the ride.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so favorite rides. Do you want to discuss like favorite foods, favorite snacks, places that we always stop when we're in the parks?
Of course I do.
Okay, great.
Big foodie.
Yeah. Okay, let's start with Magic Kingdom then.
Okay, Casey's Corner, period.
Casey's Corner. Hands down. We get it every single time.
Mint juleps, mini corn dogs.
Yes. And you have to go over to the
Double M.
Oh, what is it called? The green.
Yeah, the grass kind of across from the castle.
That is where we sit.
In between the castle.
And usually we end up getting Casey's Corner right when the parade is going to come through. So we can see the parade from where we sit in, I forget the word for it. There's a word for that area. But that's where we sit.
It's like around 2-3 o'clock every park day that we end up crashing, and we get a little hangry, we get a little quiet, and we're like, okay, we need to eat something. So then we'll go and we'll do our mobile order of Casey's Corner, and we'll sit on the green area.
Yeah.
And it is so nice, like, because it's fake grass, so it's like cool, and you got a little bit of sun, and we're all chatting about our favorite things that we did that morning. And Austin gets to finally go through her bippity boppity bag.
Yeah, that's when she goes to the
she
bed.
Does that every time and
out.
Puts the face stickers on.
Yeah.
We eat our corn dogs and mint juleps and waters, and then we watch the parade, and then we're on. We always do Haunted Mansion. The last couple of times we've done that, we've gone to Haunted Mansion right after that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love Casey's Corner. We also always get Dole Whip.
Yes.
From
the tree.
From the
it's a
little orange
Sawyer's tree. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. We always get Dole Whip from there. My favorite thing to do. So Daniel doesn't like the Pop Rocks that come on his I Lava You float. And so we ask for the Pop Rocks on the side. This is a little trick. you ask for the Pop Rocks on the side because I get just their like raspberry or
Yeah.
strawberry or whatever Dole Whip flavor they have. And then I get to put the Pop Rocks on top of mine because mine doesn't come with Pop Rocks,
Yeah.
but Daniel's does. So if you ask for the Pop Rocks on the side, you get a little cup of the Pop Rocks. They'll
Mhm.
put it in a little cup. And so then when we were doing it, all of us, we were going around and adding Pop Rocks to everybody's Dole Whip.
That's right.
And
We
that's
were
how
doing
we
that.
stained our white hokas.
Yes,
The
our white
Pop Rocks.
hokas have Pop
Pop
Rock
Rock
stains all
stains
over them.
from the Dole Whip place.
My favorite is the orange, just the OG, the orange one,
Mhm.
like with the little orange bird. What's the bird's name?
I don't know what the
Yeah.
bird's name is, but my favorite is raspberry.
You do like the
That is
raspberry.
my favorite Dole
I
Whip.
do really want to try. I see it all the time at the old Key West Resort. They
Mhm.
have the key lime,
Yes.
and then it has like graham all
I
over it.
want to go into Disney Springs because they have a place that does
flight.
Dole Whip flights.
Yeah.
I really want to try a Dole Whip flight.
Yeah. Okay, Magic Kingdom. I eat my weight in pretzels pretty much in every park, but specifically, I can find them more often in Magic Kingdom. They're like everywhere. The little Mickey
Yeah.
ones. I love pretzels.
I wouldn't say my favorite food in Magic Kingdom is the egg rolls, but they are my husband's favorite.
They are
and I do
favorite.
like the pepperoni ones.
Okay.
I will eat like half of a pepperoni.
We
one.
went to I went to Sleepy Hollow for my first time.
Yes, so Sleepy Hollow has the waffles in the morning.
Yes, Ethan loved them.
The chicken and waffle one was so good. I got the fruit and Nutella one, and I really liked that when it was a circle waffle.
Yeah.
And it was like a sandwich. It wasn't as good with the Mickey shaped waffle.
No.
But the chicken and waffles one was delicious from what I tried of Daniel's.
It was good. I had a couple bites of Ethan's. The waffle was really good. They somehow were able to keep it crisp. It wasn't like super soggy.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was really good.
We went to Cheshire Cafe also for the first time, me, your mom, and Austin.
Yeah.
And we got cattails, and they were like Nutella with like pink and purple frosting on the
Yep.
cattails. It was really good.
Were they good?
Yeah, they were good. You know where I really want to go where we didn't go was like Pinocchio's Nook or Tavern.
Oh, yeah.
Fryer, I don't know what it's called, but they look like they have really good food. And I just there's so much going on. Like I saw a couple of new food places that I just saw. Like when we came off of Snow White's and your mom needed food, we went to this first one, and that's when they had like the Rapunzel ice cream cones and like that long. I had never like seen that before. I just think because it's right by the carousel and you're just kind of like bopping around when you're right in the middle.
We
there.
also did not make it to Gaston's Tavern this time because
It
by the time we
closed.
got there it was closed.
Yeah.
But I do usually like their apple cider slushy thing.
Yeah.
That's usually
or
pretty
apple
good.
Marshmallow or something.
Yes.
It's so
that
good.
is so good.
Yeah.
As for sit down restaurants in
Be Our Guest.
Magic Kingdom, Be Our Guest, I don't know if we were so hungry that day or if it was just so fun and that's why it was good.
It was all of our my first time there with my first time period, and then like Austin's first time.
Yes. So it was a special trip.
Yeah.
It really was.
Yeah.
So I'd be curious if we went back, if we would
feel the same way.
Feel the same.
Now that we've kind of had more of like the
because Cinderella's Royal Table was okay.
I didn't like it. I liked the vibes.
Yeah, vibes were great.
Yeah, it being inside the castle was cool.
Food, like
it was nothing. But we also did breakfast. I wonder if we'd feel different if we did lunch, dinner.
I feel like we picked breakfast though because we thought it would be better than what they had for lunch or dinner though. I don't know either. But it was fine.
I think because we wanted to do it.
Yeah, we wanted to go to Cinderella's Royal Table. And we've never experienced either of those fully out of COVID because at Be Our Guest, it was like prime COVID. It was 2021. The Beast was just walking out to the middle, wasn't going to the tables or anything.
I would like to go to Be Our Guest again and then sit in, because we were in the
ballroom.
I would like to go in the Rose Room.
Got it.
Yeah. Right? Yeah.
And then with Cinderella's Royal Table, it was just Cinderella and she was just coming in and waving.
I know we've talked about this, but on one of our other episodes, but that was special too because Austin got to spend quite a bit of time with
that part was special.
Yeah.
But yes, I think that kind of covers
Magic Kingdom.
Yeah. Okay, let's go to Hollywood Studios then.
The Cocoa Puff Cold Brew.
The Cocoa Puff Cold Brew that is better in Disneyland.
Better in Disneyland.
100%. I
Yeah,
think we
they give you,
talked
like,
about that.
that much more of this, like, cream cheese cold
Yep.
foam, and
And they also had that, like, fruity drink in Disneyland that they didn't have
that's
in
true.
Disney World that I
Yeah.
had gotten.
Yeah, I can't even remember what it
I
was. It
can't
was like a
either.
guava.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was so good, and they did not have that
It was
in
really
Disney
good.
World.
I think I got, like, 2 or 3 of them this trip.
Yeah, you did.
They're so good, the Cocoa Puff Cold Brew.
Yeah. Okay. In Hollywood Studios, I feel like we didn't really eat a ton of places.
Because we did a sit down at the Sci-Fi.
At the Sci-Fi, which
was good.
fine.
Yeah.
It was not
wasn't
good.
the
It was
best.
not bad. We did it because Ethan wanted to go there for the vibes.
Yep.
And the nostalgia.
It was his birthday.
It was his birthday.
Yep.
That's where he picked, because that is where, when we were little, we went with my parents. And so he's a sweet boy. He's a very nostalgic boy.
Woody's Lunchbox.
Woody's Lunchbox is my favorite place to go. I love their grilled cheese.
Yeah.
I love a grilled cheese. So we went there. Daniel and I have gotten the waffle bowls that are outside of Fantasmic and Tower of Terror.
Sure.
And those are fine. They're like mashed potato waffle bowls.
Yeah.
And they're fine. Otherwise, we haven't really eaten at any of the other restaurants.
I'm trying to think like what we even ate that day.
I know. I feel like we didn't eat. We were all scarfing down the popcorn at Fantasmic because we were all hungry by then.
Yeah. We eat a lot more in Magic Kingdom just because there's snacks everywhere. Like, it was hard to try to find snacks in Hollywood Studios. I felt like you had to like seek out the carts, where in Magic Kingdom they're like
Austin also got the like Fruity Pebble popcorn in the Star Wars area, and she didn't like it.
No, it was interesting. No, it was like a hot and sweet
popcorn. The hot and sweet.
Yeah, it was interesting. It wasn't good, but it wasn't great.
It was one of the things where the more you start eating of it, you're like, I don't think I like this. But I'm going to try it again.
That like you need to try just because they seem interesting. Even if you know you're just going to have a couple bites.
Yeah,
that's what
true.
that was.
That's what that was.
Yeah. Oh, wrong place.
Okay.
Yeah.
That kind of covers Hollywood Studios for us.
Yeah.
I believe there's nowhere else we really sit and eat in Hollywood Studios, or anywhere that I've sat and eaten in Hollywood Studios. Yeah. Okay. Let's jump to Animal Kingdom then.
Pandora.
The Pandora area.
Yeah.
So the first time we were there, we got the big pretzel.
Yeah.
We got the drink, the boba drink. Yeah. It is so good. And Daniel likes those pineapple cream cheese.
Those are pretty good.
Those are good too.
I was so full when Daniel and I were there. We ate a lot. We ate at Yak and Yeti, and I got chana masala, like Indian food.
Mm-hmm.
It was really good. I'm trying to remember what Daniel got, but his looked really good too. And then we had at Pandora as well, you would do the bows.
Oh, yes. Yep.
And then I do the tofu bowl.
Yeah.
And it's so good. Mm-hmm. Animal Kingdom has good food.
Animal Kingdom does, because they also have the Dole Whip. Yes. The Lion King Dole Whips.
Yep.
And those are so good. It's like a sour green apple. Yeah. Is Scars, and I really like them.
Threw up the one year we went.
It is.
Yeah, like neon green popcorn all over it.
He was so mad.
I know. Oh, Daniel and I also tried elote, like loaded fries.
Oh.
They were really good, like street corn fries.
Oh, yum.
It was like one of their like special. We had good eats when we were there.
Yeah.
Animal Kingdom has good food.
Animal Kingdom does have good food. Okay. So then shall we jump to Epcot? So Epcot, I feel like I've never gotten the same thing twice at Epcot.
There's just so much to try.
So much. There's so much. I do always like when they have a good cheese bowl soup.
Yeah.
There's one I like and one I don't like. I can't remember. I think I like the one in not Canada.
Germany?
No, I don't. I feel like the France Pavilion had one at one point, and I liked that one, but I've gotten one in Canada, and I do not like the one in Canada, I believe. It could be reversed. But I do like the cheese like bread bowl. There was also I love the crepe place in the back of the France Pavilion. I like just their basic crepe with a scoop of vanilla soft serve.
Yeah.
Which we've never been able to get when I've gone back. I got it when I went with my friend Brittany.
Mm-hmm.
And then since then, the time I went with Daniel, the ice cream machine was broken. So
Okay, McDonald's.
No ice cream. And then
this is Disney.
The time after when we didn't make it to the France Pavilion in the back when we were just there because I went home because I was sick.
Yeah.
So I didn't make it back into the France Pavilion to get it.
I like the filet mignon in Canada.
Mm-hmm.
It was not open when we were there.
No, none of the pavilion or none of the booths
festival.
were open.
It's not like the best filet I've ever had, but it's a good filet for Disney.
Got it.
And it's like a decent size, I would say.
Yeah.
The French Pavilion has like a Grey Goose frosé.
Oh,
that's
yeah.
really good that I like. Morocco
So
has
Morocco
really good food.
has the like 2-for-1 sangrias in the little back pavilion area.
Yeah.
Those are my
where they had
favorite.
the chickpeas that I was mowing on.
Yes. I love that little area.
Mm-hmm.
The first time Daniel and I went, it was completely empty. There was no one back there.
Yeah.
And ever since then, it's been busy.
Mm.
It's like the secret spot was like
it's like a little
released.
Speakeasy. It is.
It's
tucked
it's
away.
It's hidden. It's tucked away back there. But I love that sangria.
They have falafels during their festivals that are really good too. I get down with falafel. We had really good falafels in Disneyland. Remember, I ordered them from the Great Maple.
Oh yeah,
yeah. Mm-hmm. You liked it.
Yeah. Okay, so sit down restaurants in Epcot. We didn't.
Akershosh.
It needed a little salt.
It wasn't my favorite.
It was not my favorite.
It was worth it for the experience.
It was. If I had a shaker of salt, it would have been better. I should have brought a shaker of salt myself.
Or some hot sauce. Like just some flavor. It
needed a little flavor.
Like everything was awfully bland.
Yeah.
You were also so sick.
That is very true.
But it didn't have flavor.
Yeah, it needed some salt.
Yeah.
Some hot sauce.
Yeah.
As you said. Daniel and I have eaten at the Italian restaurant there Via Napoli.
Okay.
I believe. That's usually, we like it. They have good pizza, good pasta for Disney. It's not bad. We've also eaten at in the Mexican Pavilion and in the Pyramid.
Yeah.
And that is usually very good. I mean, you can never go wrong with some chicken or nachos or anything like that. It's so good.
I have to share my experience. I had this last time when I went to order a glass of wine.
Okay.
In the Italian little place that they had. So I was about to. It was getting to be a long day, and I was getting hungry, and like the festival wasn't going on, so we kind of were like wandering. I felt like we were
wandering through the pavilion.
Yeah, and it was kind of ghostish.
It was not that busy.
No. And so I was like, oh my God, I need a drink. I sound bad, but I just was like, I need a little something to take the edge off. So I went into this little shop they had in the Italian Pavilion, and I was like looking around, and they didn't have they just had it categorized red and white. And then there is this snobby couple doing tastings in the corner of it. I'm like, to the guy, I'm like, can I just do like a white wine, like a dry white? And he's like, what kind? And I'm like, what kind do you have? He goes, well, what do you want? I'm like, probably a Sauv Blanc, sir. Like, Pinot Gris, Sauv Blanc, whatever you can get me right now.
Anything, I'll take.
Yes.
Anything.
Make it a double. Grazie. So they're like this. I'm like, thank you so much. I'm like chugging it as I'm out the door.
Oh my
gosh. That was my rock bottom. For that trip, I was like, how dare you speak to me this way?
Oh my god.
It was crazy.
That sounds crazy.
That's why I like Magic Kingdom. They can't be mean to you there. It's
Oh my
mostly
God.
children.
You're wild.
It's the truth.
Fair. I had just thought about there's in Germany, there's the caramel booth area. That is
yes, you
always
do
good.
like
So
that.
they have, you know how we make the salted caramel butter bars
Yes.
for Christmas? They have those minus the salt. They could use a touch
Big
of
salt girl.
sea salt.
You should just start bringing around your own Malden salt. They have like little
really
travel
should.
sizes.
But it's so sweet and it's so good. Their caramel in there is
Chef's
wonderful.
kiss.
It is good. And we also like the place where you can do like a donut, a brioche ice cream sandwich.
Oh,
We didn't go there either, but it's like a bun and you can pick whatever flavor ice cream you want. And then if you want like a chocolate sauce or a caramel sauce or strawberry sauce, and then they press it in a thing and it like makes the bun all warm and soft and the ice cream's
you
in
know
the middle.
where they do have that?
Hmm.
Disney Paris. Yeah.
So that must be in the French pavilion.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
They also have an affogato I didn't get.
Yes.
Yeah.
We love an affogato.
We love an affogato.
Love an affogato.
Yeah.
Okay. I think that covers
Food.
food.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you want to jump over to Epic now?
Sure.
Okay. Because, or
I'll
is there
let you,
anything else you want to talk about Disney?
No, take the wheel.
Okay. Let's talk about Epic. So Epic has 5 different worlds, right? One is the Isle of Berk from How to Train Your Dragon, which is what I am most excited for. It looks stunning.
Yeah.
It looks so cool. There's dragons everywhere.
Austin would literally be jumping for joy. I haven't showed her much of it just because I don't want her to get sad.
Like,
we're
can
not
we
going.
go?
I know.
But there's dragons everywhere. I heard the show is so good. And then the meet and greet with Toothless and Hiccup looks so cool. Have you seen those videos of Toothless? Like you can meet and greet him. Like he's like moves and like his facials and whatever I'll change like with what you say and like it's so cool.
Cute.
I am going to bring back Austin one of those dragon eggs.
I know, and it looks
I'm
so
getting
cool.
one too for myself.
Like in the videos, they like do it for you. Like it's a big deal, and they like open the egg. Like I want her to have that experience in store, you know?
But like I'll bring it back and not have open it and be like, this is your little egg for you. This is the dragon I brought home for you.
Maybe instead of going to Disney, if we fly in the day before, we could do an
We
Epic
already
day.
bought our tickets for Monday.
And is our cruise on Monday?
Yeah.
Oh, rats.
So we're going Monday.
Rats.
Yeah.
That'll be a good time.
So Isle of Berk, I am so excited to see.
Of course.
The other one that I'm excited is the Wizarding World of Harry Potter.
Yeah.
It is.
They have new rides?
Paris. It is 1920s Paris is what the world is. And from the videos, the scale and the sheer size of everything is honestly insane.
I bet.
And so I've also heard the Ministry of Magic ride is amazing as well. And even the queue, the building of the queue it looks so incredible.
Yeah.
So I'm very excited about it. And I've heard the show is pretty decent too. That's out in the center of Paris.
Sure.
So I'm very, very excited to see that. Dan and I will have to get new wands to do all of the fun things because they're a new like level of wand, I guess, for this stuff. But I'm very excited about those 2 worlds specifically. And then there is Dark Universe, which is basically it's from the experiments of Dr. Victoria Frankenstein to a shadowy landscape where monsters roam. Dark Universe is the world of myth and mystery. And so all the videos of this, I've seen a bunch of the like monsters out and about doing little like meet and greet things. They roam a lot like Disneyland. I'm curious to see how that is when there's a bunch of people, because right now it is not busy for
Yeah.
these cast previews. So everyone kind of gets to interact with different people and you have a bigger opportunity to interact with these characters that are walking around. I'm curious to see what that will look like when it's busy.
That's fair.
But I am excited for that. I've heard that ride is super cool.
Yeah.
The monsters ride there in the house. And then there is Super Nintendo World, which I think will just be so cool. So you get on this escalator and go up through the green
Austin loves
tube.
Mario.
I know. You go up through the green tube and it's so cool. Like that
Yeah.
is quite cool. The only thing I've noticed with that video is they kind of create a bottleneck into that world. Like everyone kind of stops at the entrance because you're going in there and there's one like singular entrance into that park. And I could be wrong. I obviously haven't been there, but I'm curious to see if you get like backed up on this escalator.
That's what I was wondering too after you said that.
Yeah. But it looks really cool. I thought I would be most excited for this world, but having watched
How to Train Your
the
Dragon.
videos, How to Train Your Dragon and the Harry Potter world is where I want to focus our energy. Like those are the rides I want to get done and the places I want to explore. And so Nintendo World and Dark Universe will really be back burner areas for us if we have time. Like if we have time, I definitely want to go into them and I want to see them.
Yeah.
I've also seen in Super Nintendo World they have those big bracelets to interact with the games that there are.
Okay.
I am curious to see
like
again.
Magic bands?
Yeah, but they're huge. I'll show you pictures of them.
Okay.
But I'm curious to see with how many people, like how long of a line do I have to be in to play this little game?
That's
Do
a
you know
fair
what I mean?
question.
So I'm just curious, like, am I going to waste all this time trying to play these little games or buying this band when I have to wait in line for it?
Yeah.
So I'm curious to see how that is. But then there's Celestial Park, Celestial Park, which is what you like step into and where all the portals are around. It's its own park. Have you seen the carousel that's there? The Celestial Carousel?
I have not, no.
So it's like a carousel, but like futurized, not futurized. It's nothing is all connected in the middle. All of the animals are like staggered like places. It's very interesting, but it's a park of its own. It has some rides and shopping and food. I really want the mac and cheese bowl things
like
in the Isle of Burke.
Thing?
Yes.
Yeah. Did I send that to you?
Yes.
It looks so good.
It looks so
with
good.
the little goldfish on top. Yeah.
It looks so good.
It does.
So I'm excited to see more videos of this.
They also have, did you see like either a new or an updated area of Trolls, like a whole Trolls kitty area with like little rides and
no.
Poppy and Branch.
Where?
You'll have to look. And also Kung Fu Panda and a new Shrek area. And meet and greets with all the characters over there. It's in like this new Kitty Cove area.
That must be in the other parks.
Okay.
Over in the other parks.
Okay. Yeah, my clients just got back and they said that their kids liked the Trolls area. They had a couple new rides.
So they must be in the other parks since Epic isn't even open yet.
Okay.
Yeah. But I'm very excited about that. And I have loved seeing all the influencers' videos.
Yeah.
On their reactions.
What is a ticket running for Epic per person?
Let me look because I don't want to tell you something completely wrong.
I just want to know what it is comparable to Disney.
So comparable to Disney, we got the express passes.
So does that include like lightning lanes? Is that like their version?
Yes.
Okay.
So a 1-day ticket right now to Epic Universe for one park starts at $139. But let me...
Okay, I was like, that's like a day at Magic Kingdom without lightning lanes.
But you start going into the days and they are all at least $179.
And that's with like lightning lanes?
No.
Okay.
It is not. So when Daniel and I are going, ours is $159. And to add Express Pass, so this is how Express Pass is an additional, it's basically doubling the cost of your ticket.
So you're spending almost $300 a person?
Yeah. Yep.
So that'd be like $1,000, shy of $1,000 for my
Yes.
family of 3.
Yeah. But you don't have to get the Express Pass. You can wait in line. That is always an option.
Yeah.
Daniel and I had thought about that because their Express Pass is just so expensive.
It is kind of expensive.
It is expensive. It basically doubles the price of your ticket.
They must really like feel very strongly that this is like the coolest.
Well, so we've gotten their Express. So when we went to Universal last time and did both parks, we got Express Pass for one of the days.
Was this pre-COVID?
Yes.
Okay.
We got Express Pass for one of the days and we didn't get Express Pass for the next. No, this was after COVID.
Okay.
We went 2 days and we did a multi-park ticket so we could jump back and forth, because to ride the Harry Potter train, you have to have a multi-day ticket because the start of it is in one park and the end of it is in another park. I think it's kind of silly, but you need
That's how they get you.
yeah, you need a dual park ticket to go
Sure.
back and forth on that ride. And so we did that, and one of the days we got Express Pass and one of the days we didn't. So the day we didn't, we focused on riding Hagrid's and getting in line for that right away in the morning, because Express Pass does not work on all rides. So like the new Ministry of Magic ride you can't use your Express Pass on it. So we'd have to wait in line for that regardless. And so one of the days we waited in line for Hagrid's, and then the next day we went and did all of the rides we could do with the Express Pass. So we picked one day where we were going to waste time regardless to ride this ride that we wanted to ride.
Sure.
And then we did Express Pass to get through all of the other rides.
Yeah.
Is kind of what we did. But since we only have one day to do Epic, we decided we would do the Express Pass so we could at least get through the other rides.
Yeah, no, that is a great plan.
Yeah.
It's worth it.
I think it's worth it.
Yeah.
I thought it was worth it for this trip because we have one day. And while it would be great to just roam around and check out all of the worlds, I do want to ride some of the rides and not have to wait in line, I guess.
Oh, that's completely understandable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's kind of my initial thoughts on it. I'm very excited to see it.
I know, I'm excited to hear about it from you.
What is so cool is when you look at the renderings of it, and then so people have put the renderings of what the park, when they envisioned the park, and they made like sketches of what the worlds were going to look like.
Yeah.
And then they put the video of them actually they are identical. Like they didn't change the vision. They didn't like budget cut back like what they said they were going to do. They did.
I kind of feel like, and with Disney doing all their expansions right now, they're kind of like, whose ding dong is bigger than whose right now?
Well,
like,
Disney does. I mean, in the time that they built Epic, they built Tron.
Yeah.
So, at least from what I've gathered,
toe to toe right now.
But that is not toe to toe. Building a whole theme park.
But Disney's doing like expanding on their theme park right now with Cars Land and
but
Villains.
Disney has, I believe, had the reputation of budget cutting, so slash cutting things.
Which is crazy.
It is crazy. And so things just are never, like when you put the renderings of what they envisioned next to what you really got, it is not the same.
No, and I also feel like people underestimate DreamWorks because that is a big
Universal.
Well, DreamWorks is.
Yes.
Yeah. And that's like How to Train Your Dragon and like all of those all those Shrek. Like they're bringing in a lot of money too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, they are. But I just think like they built this whole theme park and it is exactly what they said that they were going to do, and that's really cool.
Pretty spectacular.
Yeah. But that's all I've got on that.
Yeah. That's pretty awesome.
Anything else?
No.
All right. Should we wrap it up?
Yes.
All right. Well, I think that's all of our discussion of Disney and Epic, at least for today. I'm sure we can discuss Disney
forever.
Yeah. But that's all we've got for today.
Have a great day.
Bye.